Buddy, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 859 for this beautiful, still rainy Tuesday. But we're still here, and we didn't even need to use a canoe. I think that'd be like the new Ice Cube song. You know what I mean? So it was a good day. I didn't have to use my canoe. I didn't have to use my raft.
Use my canoe.
I don't know how to make it flow. I'm not a rap artist, but I'll put it in there somewhere. Put it in my boat. I don't know. Anyways, we're doing good. We so far have had nothing but light rain in our area, so that's good. We didn't get all the crazy rain. Our prayers are to everybody up north who's getting all that heavy rain, and might actually be in a canoe right now because it's crazy up there and a lot of rain. But you know, as all Californians say, but we needed it.
I mean, it's true.
Just not all of it at once.
No.
But I guess we just take it the way we're going to get it. Anyways, my name is Andy. I am the guy that answers all the phone calls, text messages, and makes jokes about canoes. But you're not here for my lack of jokiness. You're here for Brandy, or my comedic value, I should say. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. That way you too could get a pass notice. And tonight we are going to have a Test Taking Techniques Tuesday, because that's what we do each and every Tuesday evening as we go into these test taking techniques, guys. These are the ones that are going to help you out on the exam, because there's going to be a situation where you don't know the answer, but you studied. How is that possible? I was getting 80% in my Q banks. How did that possibly happen? I did everything they told me to do. How did that happen? Guys, I'm going to tell you, there's no Q bank out there that's perfectly like the exam. There's none. But that being said, you can build up some techniques, some strategies that will prepare you for those situations, for when you hit those questions. You don't panic. You're like, oh, Brandy told me there'd be days like this. Brandy told me there'd be questions like this. Okay, this is what I do now. This is where I go. So tonight we're going to focus on, answering questions without even knowing the content.
Absolutely.
So if you're brand new and you're like, I haven't studied at all, I don't know what's going on. Well, tonight's your night, because Brandy is going to have this all about you. So
yes,
it's going to be a good night. All right, everybody.
Thought on me right there.
You want me to move the cursor? I don't think it shows up on Zoom.
Yeah, it does.
Oh. Anyways, ADD is real. That's all I'm going to say. ADD is real. Anyways.
Oh, share my screen?
Yeah, that's what we were waiting for.
Got it.
I know you were more concerned with the cursor on your face than the replay, but I got you.
Thank you.
So you could have just said it was a beauty mark shaped as an arrow.
That was sometimes there and sometimes not.
Anyways, if you want to join in on our membership, our paid program, this is our 30 minutes of free. This is where we do technique, we do some content. We just give you a sample piece. If we were C's Candy, this would be that truffle that you get when you walk in the door. But this is not in like the full box that you would get if you buy the whole membership, because we got a whole lot of content. We got study guides available. We got all kinds of great stuff to help you out in our own way. We follow the FINRA and NASA guidelines. Bless you. We have our own way of doing things. If you could tell, we are not your normal study program. We got this great academy that you can join, a 21-day plan. And if you are like, man, I want to join in on that academy from the very beginning, we'll be starting again in March in about 2 weeks. But if you can't wait for that and you're like, I want to get started now, we have the 21-day plan, which is a self-study program, and you can plug into that. And then once we get going with the academy, you can plug into that too. It's, whatever you want to do.
Yes.
We have the Kona community, the Discord. That's where you can ask questions, get questions, all that great stuff. You can find that on the community. And that's free to join. And then we have our SIE 6 and 63 study guides. We also have something for the 26 available. Scan the QR code, hit the links in the chat, call the number 951-290-3077. Text me, leave me a voicemail. That's how you get a hold of me. We're also on KonaButterflyz on Instagram. We're also on Telegram. You can get me over there too. All right, just a reminder. We got week 3 of the academy tomorrow. We have day 10, right?
Yes.
We're going to be going over some topics As we want,
Exactly.
I sound like it's like all of a sudden Bugs Bunny took over.
Yep.
Anyways, as we wrap up the academy this week and we go into the all techniques and strategies next week.
Yep.
But this is our last week of content for the SIE and the 63. They're all wrapped up. So we are going into learning how to all the last bits of all these exams. And then we'll be moving into how to apply it next week and hopefully get you guys scheduled on getting you guys scheduled and taking these attempts, right?
Yes.
So
that is the goal.
All right. Fun starts at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with the SIE and then ends at 63 with the 1 o'clock. All right. That it?
Yep.
All right. So let's get to it, Brandy. We got Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. Techniques, strategies, exams, quizzes for when you don't know the answer. Just like I said earlier, tonight we got rules to Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. We don't just do this willy-nilly. There is rules. Rule number 1 you got to know is that there's no asking what exam did that question come from. We're going to put different questions up on the screen. I don't want you caught up on where did it come from? Is that an SIE question? Is that a Series 7 question? I feel like that's a 65, the 26. You guys worry so dang much about stuff that doesn't actually have anything to do with anything. You guys get more scared of words than anybody I know. You guys got to relax. It is just a question. It doesn't matter what the exam it is. We've helped people pass exams, whether it's a tattoo, a mastery, a master's program for college. It doesn't matter. All exams have a certain way of they're written, and we're going to take advantage of it.
Yep.
So we're going to pay attention to the techniques, the strategies. What is she writing? How does she do it? What is she looking at? Why is she looking at answers first? Because it leads to reading the questions with intent. Guys, we have a whole strategy in how we do this. Pay attention to do that. And then more importantly, that brings us to rule number 2. And how do we get good at anything? We practice. And we want you to do a 10-question flash quiz as soon as we're done here. That means 10 questions, 10 minutes. That's it. No thinking, just going, just clicking, just using these techniques. It might not be your best score. It might not be your greatest score, but you're practicing the techniques, and that's what's important. We want you to start having that in your arsenal. So that way, when you do get to those questions that you don't know, because there will be a time, you have something to reach to. You have a way of attacking it, breaking it down to at least getting it down to a 50-50 shot. And sometimes if all you need is a 50-50.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all right, Brandy, you ready?
Yes.
Let's get ready to rumble. Let's go.
Can I tease tomorrow real quick?
I guess so.
Yeah, I'm looking at the time.
It's your time.
Yes. So guys, tomorrow
You're the boss, applesauce.
there is some movement happening on the Dow Jones. What? That doesn't happen. So we are going to be doing
an upward or downward.
It's switching out some companies. So we
are
going to talk about what is happening on the Dow Jones on February 26th.
For people who don't know what the Dow Jones is, what's the Dow Jones?
It is an index that we use to measure the market. There's 2 big indexes that we use. That's the Dow Jones and the S&P 500. And we will talk about all those indexes.
And how they work?
And how they work tomorrow.
How do you get on the Dow Jones?
Exactly.
Okay.
We're going to talk about that tomorrow.
So that's why I'm not getting that answer tonight?
Correct.
I have to be here tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, I guess I'll have to be here tomorrow, guys.
Fun fact, test topics.
Be here tomorrow.
Test topics.
So you must have read something.
I did. I'm
got you all fired up.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Super excited. Ooh, the Mag 7. See, we're going to talk about that tomorrow too.
Someone is getting booted and replaced.
Yeah, on the Dow Jones stuff.
All right, let's
not the Mag 7. Fun fact, learn about that too. All right, guys. Man, A is a long answer.
But I'm not reading it tonight.
Right? The statement, the priorities. Anyways, I'm just joking. That has an and in it. This has no and in it. This has an and in it. That has an and in it. That's the answer.
What, Brandy? Did you just answer this based on the fact that all of these answers, you just looked to see if they had an and?
Guys, let me tell you something. Wow, I sound like your mom.
My mom is famous for saying, let me tell you something.
No, in all seriousness, guys, look.
That's when you put a seatbelt on.
That is. It was a very distracting evening. And so my brain wasn't focused, right? So when you guys see these questions, I'm going to tell you these are 100% technique. Like most of the time they are 100% technique, but let me just say these answers today 100% technique. I did not want to read A. I still have not read A. I don't know if you guys noticed. I still haven't read A. The fact that B is the only answer that doesn't have the word and in it is in fact the answer.
I just realized that one of the girls put my chair higher than it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why am I sitting so high?
All right, guys. So basically, it says which of the following will not be found in the final prospectus, and that is the agreement among the underwriters. We don't need to know that.
Look how much easier that was, though. We get questions all the time. Like, there's not enough time on my exam. I don't know how you guys do it. I'm just like not answering quick enough on some of these answers on these questions. I'm seeing that I'm spending like 20 minutes on a question. I see that I'm spending like 5 minutes on a question. I need to spend, and then they do the math. They're like, I'm 1 minute and 49 seconds exactly and 32 seconds, whatever. And I'm like, okay, look, you're thinking way too hard. Secondly, if you have these techniques and strategies and you can answer a question in 1 second, you're banking time.
You're super banking time.
And there's going to be questions where it take a little bit longer, but it'll help out when you have questions like this where you can get through it in just a second and you're like, okay, time banked.
Yeah. And now, guys, on my test, I would have
Look,
read
question.
agreement among underwriters. I would have read the question and went, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And then moved on.
Yeah, and then move on. But at least I'm going in with it. I'm going in with a suspected answer choice.
Words are not coming through us today.
No. I have a cash account. I have an option account. I have a margin account, and I have a wrap account. Look, cash. Look, I'm just using word associations, right? Options. Those are choices. I like the fact that this is a burrito. We've all
Yeah.
seen the Chipotle, right?
Yeah.
And
You can call a wrap all you want a wrap, but it's a burrito, bro.
dude, super. And then margins, we know that that's butter. Get it? Margarine, butter. All right. Which type of accounts bills a single fee annually for a group of services that might include this asset allocation, this management, and executions? I'm putting that all in a burrito.
Or a wrap if you're fancy, I guess.
Or a wrap.
Just letting you know it's a burrito, bro.
Yeah, dude. A wrap is just a fancy burrito in a sandwich. It's like sandwich in a burrito.
Whatever.
Okay. Like, you guys see that? Like, did you guys see that? Okay. I know, guys, look, if this is like the first time you're on here, of course I know what a cash account, option account, and margin account are. Of course I know that. But come on, man, have fun. Have fun with your quizzes, and you're going to see that you're going to connect to a whole, you're going to
And here's the thing is you might know all these things, but they get jumbled up inside your head. And you're like, you can't get the information out quick enough. And if you can just have a quick way of just referencing it and just get the answer out, that's all you need to do.
Just relax. All right. So look at this is what I do. This is what I did today. I told you guys I wasn't really right. I went like this with my eyes, like just like those views. So I saw that and that, right? Cash equal to the intrinsic value, cash equal to the original premium. And I'm just reading the value and the premium, right? So then I read the question and it says, which of these will the writer of an index option be required to deliver if they exercise? Well, I don't know why I would be delivering a premium. I feel like I'm going to be delivering a value, not a premium. And that is, in fact, the answer. Notice, look, guys, I'm having somebody sending me questions where they're not seeing past content. They're not seeing past the content.
They're making it more difficult on themselves.
Yes. Look, guys, the exercise that we're doing tonight is forcing you to look past the I don't ever remember seeing anything about index options. Do you guys see that? Do you guys know that inevitably every single one of your exams, you're going to see 5 to 10 questions that FINRA or NASA is testing themselves for. And you will not have seen that content in any study prep, because that's them testing content. Do we panic? Do we freak out? Do we go, no, we go like this. Why would I be delivering premium? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I sell life insurance. I don't deliver premium. I deliver value. Boom. Take it out of securities.
Think about that.
Guys, stop.
When you say it like that, Brandy, I feel dumb for thinking the other. Thanks a
No,
lot.
guys, focus beyond
It's true.
what you think you know or don't know.
It's some reason we turn our brains off and we want to force content and we get caught up in did we read that, and when we should just look at what the words are saying. And some of these answers are meant to be a mess.
Yes.
That's the trap. That's the trick.
Guys, most of us know what most of these words mean outside of securities. Use that to your advantage. Broker dealers. Third market dealers.
Third market dealers.
Underwriters and investment bankers. I don't know about you, but this thing is like, that word is like standing out. Third market dealers. First of all,
I've heard of first market. I've heard of second market. What's a third market? There's a third gear to this. Is there a fourth one too?
plus, if you notice, it's the only one that's really different because nothing else says like first, second, or third, right? It just says the title, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right. And then I see not. And then I see not of an initial.
Well, if it's not initial, then it's definitely not the third. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm shifting gears, the initial gear is the first one. It's not the third gear. And if you're trying to drive on your, and if you're shifting gears and you start off on the third gear.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
That's not good. But I know under the age of 35, most of you don't know how to drive stick anyway. So the whole analogy is lost on you.
Do you guys see what I just circled?
Oh, how would that even apply to an electric car anymore?
I don't even know. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. You're on the. No, I don't even know.
I don't even know.
But do you guys see that? Not first, third.
We just know the order, right?
Oh, this was not never heard of. I've never heard of a third market dealer. But you guys, I don't let that stop me. A lot of us would have stopped at B and went, I've never heard of that. That can't be an answer because I've never heard of it.
And that's the trap, bro.
But it's a not answer.
That's the trap.
It's a not answer.
Exactly. Guess what? That's what you were looking for. The one you not heard of.
Look, this is
I have a feeling these are questions that Brandy were sent and we're like, what are you guys doing here?
No, this is literally me not wanting to, like, guys, look, the girls were having a good time. The boys were gone. I just finished cooking dinner. I had one daughter bugging me to do yoga. And I'm like, look, I got a couple questions. How many of you have quizzes that's your mentality when you take that quiz? I just gotta do this.
Yeah.
There you go. Not first, third. Not initial, third. Boom. Done. Just like that, guys.
All right, let's go to the next one.
I love this question. I love this question. I've got a long call, a long put. I got a long call, a short call, long put, short call with short put. Guys, did you guys notice something? Maybe I said it too fast, but did you guys notice that this is the only answer choice that both has?
Oh, yeah. It has a long and a short in it.
No, it has a call and a call in it.
Oh, I was going to say it has a long call, short call.
Everything else has a call.
I don't know why that stuck out.
And a put.
Yeah, I now see that.
A call and a put. A call and a put.
That's the double call on the B.
Yeah. Guys, we know that a call is one type of contract, is an up contract, and a put is a down contract.
Right.
They're two separate contracts, right?
One goes up, one goes down.
Exactly, right? So if I'm asking a question of which of the following contracts have no value, how can both of my contracts both have no value? One is going up and one is going down. How can both of my contracts have no value.
If they're both going the same way and the market's going the opposite.
If I'm given the same set of
If you
numbers,
got two, let me put it this way too. If if your elevator's going to the fifth floor and everything is saying it's on the second floor, well, you're not in the money on are you?
right?
You're not on the same floor. You're not even going in the same direction.
And I don't have to draw this one out because one of them has to have value because I'm given the same set of numbers. So one of them has to have value because they're going in the opposite direction. B is the only one that has one contract in it.
B makes no sense.
All right. I'm just going to show you guys what I did. Okay. I looked at this and I went, well, this is the simplest answer. That's what I did.
That's it.
Guys, we overlook the simplest thing. I, I- I've never heard of this refund, choose to round up or down, get an additional demand. I don't even know what that means. Like it, but there you go.
That's
Yeah,
it.
additional demand. I additionally demand drama. It,
Go to the next window.
that's it. Oh, yeah, go to the next window.
No. That's what you say if
Yeah.
you're like at the bank or whatever. You're like, "Ma'am, can you go to the next window?
Yeah,
I'm not prepared for this. I didn't even drink my coffee today for your additional demands."
guys, the only answer that I hit, I mean, the only question that I didn't choose for tonight was a 1, 2, 3, 4 question because I really didn't want to read it. I literally opened up a quiz, looked at the first 7 questions. One of those questions had a 1, 2, the Roman numerals. I'm like, dude, I don't feel like doing this. And I didn't even do it. These are literally the first 6 questions of my 50 question quiz tonight.
Child's play.
When we aren't forcing an issue, the connection is so simple. Try it. That's what I'm going to tell you guys. I want you guys to freaking relax in your quizzes. Just sit there and go, you know what? I'm going to try the simplest answer. I'm going to try the one without the and in it.
Have you noticed how much more difficult things are when you guys are feeling pressured, when you're feeling forced, when you're feeling like nothing's if you have that vibe like, "Oh, nothing's gonna make sense. Nothing's making sense. I can't even focus right now. I can't even read. I can't do this." Guess what? It's not gonna happen. It's not going to happen.
No.
And I had someone message me and that was their attitude. "I can't even focus and I can't even pay attention right now. I can't even." And I'm like, You're obviously not in the right frame of mind to do any kind of learning." That's what you're telling me. That's what you're saying. How can I help that? You got to figure out how to relax and how to get yourself in that mind frame and stop taking this so dang serious. None of these questions that you just saw were really that difficult. But if you looked at them, some of you might have been like, that's a lot that I don't know. And you were starting to think about it all. And then she just simply marked A because it was like, oh, that's the most simplest one. That's 500 and whatever thousand. What? That's it? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And you know what? We get so caught up as adults that we can't be wrong.
We can,
Hey,
yeah, we can't be wrong. We must ace this. We must do this. We, we can't practice these things because we need to really be serious.
why do we have to be perfect out the gate? Why? Who said that's even a thing? Guys, cut yourself some slack, man. Have fun with these quizzes. We're all human. We're all feeling the weather. We're all there. Some of our teammates are not even in your state. They're hanging out in the wonderful Hawaiian air, right?
Hawaiian air.
Hawaiian air. They're hanging out in the Hawaiian air, right? And we're like sitting in the rainstorm. Guys,
Not Winnie.
Not Winnie. Winnie's like,
She's I'm in Hawaii every day.
right? But do you hear what I'm saying? There's so many distractions right now. Cut yourself some slack. Have fun with your quizzes. See beyond the content. Try it. You're going to like it. I promise.
All right. On that note, guys, thank you so much for being here. We got the Academy tomorrow. We got some great Studying Brew tomorrow, apparently,
Yeah, we
on
do.
content on the stock market and Dow Jones and the indexes. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be a good one. And there's going to be some testable topics
Yes,
tomorrow.
there
You don't want to miss that. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you all for being here. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. And keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Guys, thank you so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Relax, have fun, practice these techniques. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.